I want to return for a moment to the tension between the president and his team and the left, the base of the Democratic Party. Congressman Gary Ackerman of New York was among those criticizing the tax cut deal. He used strong language. Here's the president's top political advisor, David Axelrod, this morning, using that language again in his retort.
I say the people who are going to get screwed, as Congressman Ackerman says, are the American people if we don't act to prevent their taxes from going up on January 1st. The typical family in this country would see a $3,000 tax increase on January 1st. Unemployment insurance would end, and 2 million people would see their lifeline cut.
Roland, they made just a pretty bold political calculation at the White House and a bold economic calculation. They thought if they strung this out, any uncertainty caused maybe turmoil in the markets, which would hurt people. So there's an economic calculation, but also the guy's on a path right now that for all his troubles, most of the models tell you he's in pretty good shape for re-election. If the economy starts to grow, they were not going to mess with that.
Of course not. But look, you remember when Congressman John Boehner said, if I really have to vote for it, I'm going to vote for the unemployment benefits. Then the right said, hey, man, shut up, please. You're screwing up our positioning here. And so when you have folks on the left saying, look, show some type of fight. The White House response is, well, the president, he gave these speeches. They're saying that wasn't a fight. There were people who were saying you still had 3 weeks, you still had time to really press Republicans, put their backs up against the wall. They chose not to. That's the criticism that you're actually seeing. And the White House can't just blow off saying, oh, this is just professional left, they don't mean anything. No, you're going to need a lot of these people to raise money come 2012.
This article out today in the Politico isn't going to help, where the White House apparently views the congressional Democrats as losers and they don't really want to be associated with them, whether or not the article is right or not. You've got to imagine there are some congressional Democrats out today who are reading that the White House has disdain for his own party.
And I'm shocked that these pothead also Nancy Pelosi, John, because like it or not, she carried the president's water more than anybody else, more than anybody in the Senate.
Yes, she did.
So the White House should be careful attacking Nancy Pelosi.
Go ahead, John.
Yeah, the perspective views on this for Democrats is that if they didn't make this deal this time with the clock ticking, there wouldn't be action on things like Don't Ask, Don't Tell, or possibly the DREAM Act or the START Treaty. So that's an important reason to make this deal now, not only to try to recenter the conversation, but to get those things done during the lame duck. That should be pretty compelling to the professional left.
Okay, recenter the conversation.